So when I was growing up, I played a lot of computer games. I played a lot of strategy games. And I thought that I was really good at those games. But I was annoyed that being good at those games didn't make me cool. It didn't make girls like me. Whereas being good at a physical sport like football, girls would like me for that. Well, in the Western countries that I grew up in, England and America, esports never kind of rose to the same level of a sport. Here in Korea, they did.
Luckily, for those of us who are past our competitive gaming prime, there are plenty of other gigs available in the esports industry. Equally as famous as the players themselves are the professional commentators known as shoutcasters. Their energetic play-by-play analysis is one of the biggest draws for fans.
Xpeke snuck around the side, teleported into the base,
and then he's on the Nexus, and I'm like, oh, this is happening. Oh, okay, this is happening.
He's a completely different type of player. He's on a completely different level. We've got the consistent players, and we got the clutch players. Peke is consistently a clutch player.
That's gonna be some big damage. The exhaust to stay in range. Oh my gosh, they actually pull off the kill as well. You can see the crowd is even stunned on that one.
To find out what it takes to become a shoutcaster, I went for a lesson at Nice Game TV, one of the forerunning online esports stations in Seoul.
Let's go see your studios.
This is our webcam.
Oh wow, so we're live right now.
Yeah.
Oh, hi.
이렇게 라이브 캐스팅 같이 하고 이제 요거 같은 경우가 저희 이제 채팅 시청자들 같이 보는 걸로 같이 이야기하면서 인터넷 스트리밍 장점이 그거다 보니까 그렇게 진행.
The amount of people watching this right now is just insane. The screen's just scrolling through hundreds and hundreds of messages. People saying gay, bye, hey, hi, I love you. No, not gay. What the fuck? Hey, gay TV, nice gay TV. Hi, yeah, I can see you're all saying hi, and look forward to our documentary about esports where you'll all feature and all of your very mature comments on my sexuality. We're gonna do a live stream of a League of Legends game, and I don't really know much about the game, but hopefully I'll be able to learn as we go. So what's going on here?
지금 뭐 시간 끄는 거고 다른 거다 라인전이 중요하기 때문에 바텀이 굉장히 중요한데 블리츠를 고르는 이상 일단 라인전에서 일단 승리해야 돼. 너무 잘 들었죠.
질견 좋았고요.
예.
I agree.
예. 하지만
근데 일단 마우카이 들고 리신 역계. 짠. 링턴 펀치.
거기다가 이미
Oh, he almost killed him, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. e스포츠에서는 보통 공용어로 제일 많이 나오는 단어가 이제 게임이 끝났을 때, you know GG?
Yeah, GG, good game.
네, 게임 끝나게 되면은 다 같이 GG!
Okay.
자 경기 넥서스 보겠습니다.
GG!
매트는 뭐 어떻게 보셨어요?
They initiated when they need to initiate. I mean, I had no question that they were going to win from the beginning. They really deserved this. They put 110% in, and it's great to see them win.
예.
네, 뭐 이게
good GG.
벌써부터 말하는 스피드도 뭔가 이게 한국식 중계토를 맞춰가는 게 아닌가.
He is expert.
네, 그런 생각이 듭니다. 이렇게 해서 재밌었던 첫 번째 경기는 여기서 마무리하고 저희는 잠시 후에 뵙도록 하겠습니다.
In addition to broadcasting, Nice Game TV also train up-and-coming talent. They introduced us to two young gamers who had just been scouted by a professional team.
How many hours do you put in per day or per week?
일주일이면은 84시간 아닌가? 88시간 일주일에. 자고 씻고 밥 먹는 시간을 빼고는 그냥 컴퓨터 앞에서 사는 거죠.
Do you have a plan if it doesn't work out in gaming?
없어요.
So we've just left the Nice Game TV studios where we met some of the world's future esports stars. They have this almost robotic dedication to the game where they're playing 14 or 15 hours. I can only imagine what effect that must have on a young person's mind and life.
Internet addiction is said to affect 2 million South Koreans and half of its entire teenage population. In 2011, Congresswoman Shin Wee-jin passed a law known as the Cinderella Act, putting internet addiction in the same category as drugs and alcohol. and preventing children under the age of 16 from playing online games after midnight.
사실 중독의 원인은 술도 될 수 있고 도박도 될 수 있습니다. 물론 인터넷 게임도 가능합니다.
By making them use their national identity numbers, children's online accounts now automatically shut down when the clock strikes 12. The Cinderella Act created an uproar in the gaming community, who found political representation in a gaming congressman named Byun-jo Hoon. Spearheading the campaign, the congressman dressed up in League of Legends cosplay in solidarity with the gamers. As head of the Korean Esports Association, he was also cleverly enticing the votes of Korea's rapidly expanding gamer demographic. But despite the gamers' retaliation, a quarter of those diagnosed with internet addiction will end up being hospitalized in a government-sponsored internet rehab center.
I'm in the waiting room. I'm here to meet a guy called Dr. Lee Jae-won. We've heard that he has some pretty unorthodox methods of treating people with computer game addiction. We've heard something about brain scans with electrodes, virtual reality therapy, and some kind of magnetic brain pulse. I don't know anything about neuropsychiatry, and I certainly don't know anything about brain pulse therapy. So I'm especially curious to find out how those methods can help cure someone who plays too many computer games. What are the types of people who suffer from internet addiction?
청소년층이라는 것은 나이가 좀 어린일 경우에 이렇게 이제 중독의 위험성은 나이가 어리다는 것 자체가 위험 인자라고 이제 생각할 만큼 굉장히 높아지게 마련이거든요.
How much of this is a result of specifically online gaming?
저희 나라는 거의 대부분 90% 이상이 온라인 게임 애딕션입니다. 그래서 일단은 가장 첫 번째 기초가 되는 게 검사하고요. 브레인 스캔이 먼저가 되겠죠, 아무래도.
Sitting here has made me realize that if I actually was a gaming addict, how terrifying this would be if my parents had forced me to be here and a doctor was putting electrodes on my head. Whoa.
In 2005, a young South Korean man dropped dead after playing StarCraft for 50 hours straight. And since then, the perceived dangers of gaming addiction have been a considerable source of anxiety for Korea's older generations. But generally, the most extreme symptoms of gaming addiction are sleep deprivation, mood swings, and seizures.
Every time I hear that clicking noise from the next room, I know that someone's getting their brain fried by magnetic shock therapy.
그래서 실제로 그냥 경험을 하기에는 조금 그런데요. 제가 머리에다 대고 그냥 한 번, 두 번 샥을 가하는 이런 정도로만 보여드릴게요.
Okay, cool.
자, 한번 해볼게요. 3, 2, 1.
It felt like someone had struck my bones with a tuning fork. But was I cured? To find out, I had to enter Dr. Lee's final stage of therapy, in which patients are sat in a chair and told to watch footage of violent video games, like the Ludovico technique from A Clockwork Orange, to see how much they can endure without getting the urge to game.
So this is the final stages of your treatment. What do you consider a cured patient?
치료에 대한 개념이 옛날과 조금 달라진 게요. 이제 본인 스스로 그러니까 예를 들면 마약 같은 경우에는 전혀 안 하는 게 치료의 목표가 되겠지만 이 인터넷이나 이런 것들은 사실은 아예 안 한다는 개념보다는 내가 스스로 정상적인 사람들처럼 조절해서 사용할 수 있는 상태를 만들어주는 게 치료의 어떤 이제 상태라고 생각을 해요.
Would you consider the professional gamers to be at risk of addiction or already addicted?
그래서 이제 재미난 이제 브레인 스캔을 한 연구 결과도 있습니다. 그래서 결론은 인터넷 중독자하고 프로게이머의 뇌는 다르다. 그래서 이거를 어디다 어떻게 놓고 사용하느냐에 따라서, 그러니까 자기 앞으로 어떤 미래, 또 내가 어떤 목표가 있고 그거에 따라서 훈련하는데 인터넷 게임을 하는 거는 정상적인 뇌 활동에 방해가 되지 않는데, 이걸 내가 뭐 어디서 대리 만족을 받아야 되는, 또는 나의 그런 안에 이제 올라오는 이런 감정을 분출하기 위한 이런 대리만족의 도구로 인터넷 게임을 사용을 하게 되면은 이거는 뇌에 이상을 계속 초래하게 된다는 이야기가 되는 거죠.
Whatever you think about this particular brand of brain zapping therapy, one thing is for sure: the speed at which gaming was taking over Korea was making a lot of people genuinely worried. In today's world of global Comic Cons, cosplay is everywhere. But much like esports, it's the Koreans who do it best. Costume competitions are almost as competitive as the esports leagues themselves, and teams who aim to win trophies have to treat it as a full-time career. We went to the outskirts of Seoul to meet one of Korea's top esports cosplay crews, Team CSL.
We're in a kind of peaceful, idyllic, suburban town, the kind of place you might want to retire to. In one of these houses is a cosplay team. There's knights, dragons, mythical creatures, all hanging out, while the community has no idea that unbeknownst to them, through there is a portal to a mythical world. It is a bit Twin Peaksy. I feel like I'm visiting my nan's house, except my nan wouldn't have a battle axe outside. Hi, how's it going?
Hello.
Hey guys, how are you? Hi. You guys make all your own costumes?
네, 이거 저랑 우리 대표님이랑 팀원들이 전부 다 우리들이 제작하거든요.
How can a human fit inside this?
무겁니?
아니, 가볍네.
But what about the practicality of this? I mean, you've never made a costume this big. What if it all just goes totally wrong and you fall over in front of hundreds of people?
슬플 것 같은데요? Too sad.
Most of our parents don't actually accept the hobby because they're like, it's a waste of time, and they think that costume play is for kids, so they don't understand what we get out of all this. My house is dirty, you are making a mess, and you're wearing a child's costume.
So I'm gonna try on a costume that they've picked for me. It's one of the League of Legends characters, and apparently it involves spandex. Okay, this might be really revealing, I'm warning you. How do I look? Okay, so is this my character?
Yeah.
What's his name?
House Israel.
What?
House Israel.
House Israel. Cool. Is he like a Zionist knight?
전부 다 입어보셨어요.
Okay, cool. So what's this? Is this my weapon?
Yes. You can turn on switch.
Is it doing anything?
Yes.
Nice. This isn't as uncomfortable as I thought. I could totally just wear this all day. I might go out like this in the future. Do I look like a cyberpunk Kurt Cobain right now? Because that's what I feel like. So, Kyungmin has just invited us to take his golf cart up to one of his favorite spots in town so I can look like this in an environment that's more suitable to League of Legends. There's only so much you can learn about the culture as a whole by watching people play computer games for hours on end. If you really want to understand gaming, dress up like a giant robot, get into the wilderness, and then you'll know that computer games are fucking awesome.